External contracts. Now we should be able to, yeah, we're just picking up billings as well, looks like. Yes, good. So I would really like to go from Billings to another place in Montana. Not Billings to Billings. Billings to Helena. That works. That actually works really well. It's a little way, it's up to there, so that's good. So yeah, that should count for 2. So I have a little bit of a drive to get to Billings first. And unfortunately we get limited to 65 to do so, but that's fine.
Let's go.
Not too much else to explore around here. I'm actually going to go this way and around the block.
New route.
It's just an easier corner to take.
Keep right. Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Let's do the speedrun style.
I'll find a route.
Got all these barriers and stuff trying to keep you on the correct side of the road.
Let's find a
How rude.
Finding new route. Recomputing.
Squeeze through there.
I'll find a new route.
Okay, now we need to find a way across the median.
Rerouting.
All these safety barriers. What's all that about?
I'll find a new route. Keep right, then exit right. Finding new route.
I mean, the stupid thing is I'll be going back this direction as well, so I should really have gone on the other side of the road to turn it gold, but never mind. This is more fun. Even if I can only do it at 65 instead of screaming along at 100, but it's something. It's a case of whether or not I can even cross over at any point, or whether I want to be honest. I think this is probably the correct side to be on to get off anyway. For where I'm going.
Never mind. I'll find it. Okay, let's find a new route.
You're just gonna have to put up with Gorl getting annoyed for quite a while.
Rerouting. Finding new route. Never mind. I'll find
Had a bit of lag there and kind of skidded out.
Recomputing.
Interesting.
Okay, let's find a new route. Finding new route.
Yeah, and actually this was perfect to where I'm going anyway, because I wanted to get off here anyway. So that works. Maybe I should go back on the other side.
Go straight.
And welcome to Billings.
And then turn left.
There's actually a question mark in town, so I'm going to drive
Turn
down
left.
this way on the off chance that it is a viewpoint.
Never mind.
Yes, it is. Good.
I'll find a new route.
And I would rather do that now without my trailer.
Keep right. And then turn
Especially
right.
since it looks like it's a rather difficult place to get to. How am I supposed to drive in
Keep
there?
left. And then turn left. Turn left.
I think I reverse in here.
Keep left. And then turn left.
Interesting. The city of Billings. For some reason we're just parked in an alleyway. Interesting hotel. Just a one random high-rise in the middle of otherwise pretty low town. Nice little shopping area and eatery. I hope there's an accessibility ramp somewhere there. All I see is stairs. Something I've become much more observant about since I need to worry about where we can take our daughter to is what places actually have accessibility ramps. Ding 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 ding. Top of morning. Top of train track. It's a big old steelworks or something.
Turn left.
Something fairly significant. Oh, so I put it in gear, doesn't it? And now we go around the block.
Okay, finding new route.
Okay, there was a ramp back there. That's good.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Looked like it might have been the old train station, actually.
Turn right.
Oh yeah, this works. Okay, I was going to just cheat and go left when I'm not supposed to, but this actually works fine. Oop. Okay, I didn't know you were going to come into that lane. That's annoying. That's a cool mural. That's awesome. The bison on my truck says hello. Actually, that's really handy because that takes us underneath the railway line, I believe, which otherwise we might have been confounded having to stop for a train. More of those, please. More underpasses.
Go straight.
Escape part. I mean, you know, it's rough animation, but it's not bad for what's essentially just flavor animation that they had no need to actually animate. I'm pretty impressed with that.
Then turn left. Turn left.
I'm going to assume in here, yeah,
Here.
'cause there is a road to the
Right on
right as
time.
well. But and which is my trailer? That one. How are we off for sleep actually? 2 hours and 13? I think we're gonna run out on that. Especially with that little bit of extra exploration there. It was at least
Get the
in the
job done.
town still, so we had the kind of urban time dilation active for that viewpoint.
Recomputing.
Yeah, it's 5 hours and 5 to get to where we're going.
Turn right.
Okay, well, we'll need a rest stop somewhere along the way, but that's fine. I'm sure we can find something. We're passing a couple of cities.
Go straight.
We might just stop in Butte again.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Let's get a better angle on this on-ramp here.
Turn right.
Ah, but then there's posts in the way. I didn't realize that. That's fine. So 240 miles to Butte, so that'll be, what's math? 240 miles, we're traveling at 60 miles, so even that's 4 hours? Okay, oops, bumped the mouse, remind me. Yeah, we've got 2 hours to go. Oh, there's that rest stop the other side of Laurel, we'll stop in there. That works. Yeah, you're just going to have to put up with my character yawning for a while. Even though we were told that we can bypass, I'm just going to go through here to just discover this area. Zoom past you. Because we can. It's a good excuse to just pass through here. The only way we can whittle down the ETA at all is to just cut a few corners here and there, because we're already going the speed limit. Hour 30. Basically I have to stop by 9, which is kind of fine because that's when it's getting pretty dark anyway. The sun glare is pretty annoying already, to be honest. But you do get the lovely rays through the lattice work on the bridges and stuff, which is nice. Okay, I don't know what I clipped there, but a little bit of the railing, I guess. Yeah, once you get within like an hour of having to stop, or an hour, an hour 30 I think, then your marker in the bottom right there turns red, and then if you go over, then your character starts just blacking out randomly, which is not ideal. I do enjoy having the fatigue simulation turned on, as it just gives that little element of extra to have to think about and plan around. But then it does get frustrating when it makes me have to sleep into the day, and then I end up driving at night, and it's not quite as fun. I like to be able to see and enjoy the scenery. That's the main reason I enjoy playing this game so much, is for the scenery. So nighttime, less interesting. So I think here is where I just stop, because it's the only rest area available to me at the moment, so...
Rerouting.
Yeah, so I've got a better angle to turn out of. Cool. Stop and rest. There we go. And speaking of resting, I'm going to take a short break. We'll be back. Find a place to rest my controller. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. And we're back. Okay. And that's pretty good rest timings, actually. Gone from about, what was it, 9 at night to just before 7 in the morning. So it's nice and bright. Don't have to worry about driving through the darkness or anything like that. It's quite handy. $88-mile-an-hour disco. Well, if I could go 88 miles an hour, I'd be happy, but we'll have to stick to 65 for this one. It's kind of retracing our steps here a bit. I don't think I can take that 89 north to take a slightly different way. I'm just going to quickly take a look though. Where does that go? Ah, no, go straight past Helena. If we were going to Great Falls, then maybe. But that's all good. Worth checking. Gonna do our thing and just stay in our lane and have a nice relaxing drive. Enjoy the tunes, enjoy the scenery. Just retracing our steps a bit through Bozeman, and then we get to go on a different road. up towards Helena. This should be deliveries 4 and 5, I think, out of our requirements, which is good. And then might be able to squeeze in one more today and get halfway through. Once we get to the tail end, it becomes a bit more difficult to pick up those that have been left behind, essentially, that we've had to skip over due to lack of deliveries. It can be quite difficult to just get lucky, essentially, to find the right deliveries going to the right places. But if required, you can just take a normal freight market delivery to get to a place that you need to tick off the list, and then the delivery from there will be what counts towards the goal. It would be nice if it actually gave you a list. To be fair, actually, I have not actually checked. They may have actually changed it, I think. I wonder if it's that you just have to do things between cities. I don't know if they have to be unique. I think if you're going to or from ones you've already been, it might actually still count. For me, personally, I prefer to make it all different cities because I want to explore all of the cities. That might just be a personal conceit. I'm not sure. I should double check. Because if it comes to it, I can always just get the community goal done, or the personal goal done, and then do the exploration on my own time. It took me like a year, I think, practically, to get back to Wyoming, just last week, to be able to explore the rest of that and visit the rest of the viewpoints that are available. I certainly don't want to take that long this time. Hopefully we will have a bit more scope to stay with the game a bit longer. Last year was a bit of extenuating circumstances. There was a lot going on. So, a lot of distractions, including moving house twice, so... Can't actually remember when it was that Wyoming even came out. I'm also now very conscious of the fact that Texas is being worked on heavily the entire time as well, and I'm not sure when that's gonna drop. That will be a big one, that's for sure. I'm less interested in Texas as a place, but I am very interested in seeing the expansion and driving down there and exploring. Speaking of Texas, current track is Orbit by Seth Austin. Now that's a coincidence. The main thing I'm interested about is to see what they have in terms of Texas that will be different to what I expect, because all I really know about Texas is that it's big cities and then lots of very little between them, but there might be more between them than I realise. I've never really looked like on maps or street views before to see what's in between. I imagine there's a lot of historic towns in between. Some warning about watercraft crossing the continental divide back there. Interesting. And we're back to falling towards the Pacific again. I imagine it was something around watercraft crossing the... What were you changing lanes for, you stupid car? I imagine it was something around watercraft crossing the divide have to be thoroughly cleaned or inspected or something, because I'm sure there's different fauna that lives in the river systems that goes between the different oceans, and they don't really want to cause any issues of crossing over. Into the new roads again, twisting through the foothills up here. See the big mining gantries of Butte off to the left there. And there's Great Falls a little bit further. I mean, if Great Falls is just over 100 miles away from Helena, that'll be really handy. We can hopefully maybe pick up another delivery and go a little bit further. I mean, the more that we can tick off, the better, because that gives us more time to then go visit some viewpoints as well. And of course, at some point, like, this is a timely distraction because the DLC dropped. And it gave me a good excuse to get back into speedrunning this game as well, which was nice. Managed to refine a couple of routes. But I do need to get back into more Power Wash Simulator as well, so look out for that. That will be being revisited further. And that will take me a while to get through because I am trying to do that with the basic washer only, so the maps will take a lot longer than they might intend to. We might need to do a few split shifts, essentially. So it's a case of finding time to do all of those. I mean, I had hoped with moving my gaming rig into a separate room that I'd have a bit more time, or could take a bit more time to put into either speedruns or gameplay. It's worked well for the speedruns a little bit for the last bit, but it's been long hours at work and then trying to take what hours I have to myself in the evenings in the family room instead, and Commonwealth Games has been on, so been watching that, so didn't really want to shut myself away into another room again. It'll take a while to find a good balance. Weekend morning certainly works the best for that. Because everyone else is asleep.
Keep right.
And on Saturdays especially, there is someone else here as a carer to help look after our daughter's needs and to
exit right.
Do her cares and meals and things, so it just means that I don't have to be up and down like a yo-yo as much like I was last week.
Keep right, and then turn right.
But tomorrow that will be back to that. But we'll just be doing some more deliveries around those obligations.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left. Keep left, and then turn left.
Nope, turn right now. I was looking at the wrong bit of map. Where it says delivery, funnily enough.
You have arrived at your destination. Your route guidance is now finished.
Ah, we need to reverse into there. Okay, that's kind of annoying because you have me drive in this way. It kind of feels a bit backwards, to be honest. How are we going to reverse around here? Because, I specifically said delivery, and we're on the right-hand side of the road, so why would your loading dock not face the other way? So that we could drive past and then back into it. So it's very strange. So it's quite backwards. How are we going to turn around? We don't have much room to turn around. Can back this into here, maybe? There's another trailer there to look out for, but we're past the corner of the building at least. This is just like a mini point turn. There's a building there. Just got to basically jackknife it as much as we can. Okay, just enough angle to get around. But yeah, this is a stupid design for their loading dock. It should just be facing the other direction, so we could have just driven it past and then backed in, and it would not have been a problem. And then the new trailers to pick up should really be on the other side, possibly? I guess they're fine where they are. There we go. It's just weird because it would have been better if I'd gone on the left-hand side around, but that's not what you would do in America. Because the right side of the road and all that. 5 out of 12. Lovely.